be you.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by the man in black, the one, the only, the man they call Derek.
Yo, yo, yo.
Also alongside with me is my co-host on Clash of the Podcast, which you can catch every Monday live at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. He still needs a vet because he's so sick. He's got the Macho Man gear because he's got some sick puppies. Yeah. It's Sean Hubbard of Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. Sean, how are you?
It's a blessing to be here, man. Happy almost New Year, Merry Christmas and all that. Last day on the job was yesterday. I am a happy man.
Freedom. Cup of coffee. We are here to review AEW Worlds End. Do us a favor. Make sure you guys have shared the stream. People are coming in here right now. Like the stream. Leave your comments. We'll read some of the best comments when we're getting to talking about some of the matches. Shout out to the people who are in the chat. I'm already laughing at seeing some of the comments here. We're going to go through World's End. It's the end-of-year pay-per-view. It seems like a new era for AEW will begin with this whole deal, and we can get into that at the end. But let's check out who's here first. We got Elite Easy E saying, "Where's the story?" E being sarcastic as usual here, but I have fun with it. Ray Thompson said, "Awesome pay-per-view." Ray, what's going on? Appreciate you. Clown in the house says, "Evening, everyone."
Cleasy, 1-3-Z, 4-2-Z.
That's what I've been waiting for right there. Ray Thompson said, "Two great tournament matches, two great returns helped overcome that main event. LOL." Woo! Dynasty, Worlds End, and All Out were my favorite shows this year. Love it, love it. Matt Lopez says, "Hi. Good evening.
Lazy, full, she's.
Hope y'all had a good Saturday, and that was a darn great show." Quills was in the house watching it with us, man. I appreciate you, Quills. Thank you so much.
Quills. Trash.
What up, Quilly?
Matt Lopez, I think you need to put Mercedes Stat 2 and both Ospreay matches on your match of the year list. Yes. The voting will come out, and we will discuss it in the future. But everyone can get their votes in. I'm going to add whatever you guys want me. This will probably be the last day. I don't know if Raw's going to have something for us, Sean. Maybe.
Probably not.
Maybe, but we'll most definitely be over there. After that, I will be on Ed Fries is hosting a YouTube show, and I've been asked to represent AEW Best Of for the year, so I will try to do that. Hopefully I can represent. So I'm doing back-to-back shows on Monday. Clash first, and then I got another one after Raw. So
I hear that.
May the peace be with me of the podcast world.
Yeah.
Where's the best? Y'all got to stop right now. Devon Dudley's over here. We're the best woo and the wrestles woo. What up, E? Yes, Quill's giving his overall thoughts on the show. Matt's letting us know they dropped new Omega and Adam Copeland shirts. Ready for New Japan at 2 a.m.?
Oh, that's today?
No, next.
Oh.
Look at this guy. He's getting scared. Huh? You're going to be on that review too with me and Sean, right? 2 a.m. We got to wake back up. Get ready.
What day is that?
That's next
I'll be able to actually swing that because I won't start my new job until a couple days later.
Look at him.
Was that
Beasting.
4?
Yeah, 1-4 and then Dynasty's 1-5. But
So
that's the weekend.
That's Saturday.
Yeah,
I might be able to swing. I gotta go to sleep at like 6.
he's lying. Don't worry about it. Just watch it when you wake up. It'll be better for you. It'll be better for you. XG Dub in the house was good. Deanna's here saying, "Hey peeps, got any toilet paper?" We'll talk about what that is. Yes, RIP to Jimmy Rave, tribute to him. Love people putting Hub's link in there. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. Sean's been putting up some gems for you. I'm telling you. Sean, you got anything coming up for him?
The new TikTok is popping. I put a new TikTok up there, and I'm putting up more shorts of both Clash of the Podcast and Hubbonomics. So got some fire for you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Between the work I'm doing with Conrad, occasionally my guy Derek, and Hubbonomics, things are doing pretty well. So.
We got this. Jocelyn, watching on Twitch. Evening, all been under the weather since the 25th, sleeping off and on the past few days. Well, I hope you get well, Jocelyn.
Feel better soon.
Yes.
People are saying they're throwing TP at us. Cut it out, chat. Quill show at Love the Hubs. We love it.
Willie?
Derek, this is our specialty. It's our boy Jesus De Leon. What's going on? Sup, Conrad and Derek? Where's your Santa Claus costumes? You promised me to wear, Conrad. Also, great pay-per-view. First off, I'm not wearing anything unless I see some super chats, Jesus. You send me a 50, I'll go get a Santa Claus costume. I'll be your Huckleberry all night long.
Oh my
God. Ray lets us know Wrestle Dynasty starts at 10, so better than 2. So 10 p.m. at night. You're lying because you'll be up till 2.
But I can do that.
I just don't believe him, guys. I just don't believe him, you know? I like it. Feel better, J Double. Respect. Uh-oh. I did not know that Top Dollar and Baron Corbin were backstage. Interesting.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Wrestle Dynasty starts at 11. Go ahead. What were you saying, Hubs?
Yeah, Top Dollar's putting stuff in the Twitter sphere talking about he's a free agent in 4 days.
Yeah, you know, he's done all right for himself lately.
I'm just saying, which company should I go to, WWE or AEW? Like, really, everybody's knocking his door down now? Is that what's happening?
Maybe he's trying to get him to.
I mean, I'm not mad at him. He has improved, but I know WWE wasn't through with him when he left.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Listen, he's been doing pretty good in TNA. I feel like that's his lane right now. So good for him. And maybe he's trying to boost him up too, you know, talk and then stay here. Yep. What's up, Gabe? Appreciate you. D dreaming about baseballs.
Most likely.
Yes. All right, let's get into this show, shall we? And also, really quick, want to pay tribute to Jack Stane, former NWA World Champion who passed away. I believe it was within the last couple of days. Just wanted to just have a moment for him here for a second. I know the NWA was hurt really bad by this loss, and I don't know if you guys want to say anything or if you know anything about Jack Stane, but RIP. I know that he meant a lot to the NWA wrestling fan community, so I just wanted to give him a moment. Sean, if you want to say anything, feel free.
Yeah, of course. Just, an NWA lifer, someone who really put that brand on his back. It's another soldier lost. The wrestling community, unfortunately, goes through this from time to time. It never gets easy to deal with. It never gets easy to digest. So all I can say is, to be absent from the bodies, to be present with the Lord, Godspeed, and God bless his family.
All right. With that said, let's get into the AEW Worlds End pay-per-view pre-show. We're going to start off with the 0 hour here, and then we'll talk about some things. It was hosted by Renee Paquette and RJ City. I really love the work that these two do. I don't think they get enough credit for the behind-the-scenes stuff that they do. I know sometimes it's easy to forget about it because it's like, oh, they're just asking 1 or 2 questions, blah, blah, blah. But they help enhance characters and get them to talk more, do more things. So shout out to both of them. Sean, we also found out Revolution, Sunday, March 9th. It's happening. Los Angeles Crypto Arena. Should be a fun show. If you can see in the background there, I see a Hurt Business logo. I see Moxley on some of the boards there.
Yeah, just, 2 days later, we're going to hear about how WWE's, running the forum down the street on the same night.
Funny you say that. Tonight they were in Orlando, right down the street.
I know. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Yes.
And they released a Vault special at 8 p.m. Funny timing for an old ECW house show that they've had probably for years.
Yep.
But we digress. It's cool that they released that stuff. I'll leave it at that. We'll take the high road tonight. Let's get into this. Let's talk about the opener here. I really don't have a lot of notes for this stuff. The opener's the opener stuff, right? So we started off with, not that match. We started off with Toni Storm and Miss Layla Gray. Hello, how you doing? Fantastic. Toni Storm is still the rookie. She's a rookie. Everybody's getting into it now. They're chanting it. They're playing along with this. She got a win with a roll-up over Layla Gray, which is probably not how people expected that to go, but it plays into the story.
Well, she's a rookie. You have to learn the fundamentals.
That's right. Little Barry Horowitz never hurt anybody.
There you go.
That good old roll-up on Skip. Never saw it coming that day. I thought this was fine, though. It's progressing the story. I like what they're doing with Toni Storm still. I'm still invested in it.
Yeah. It's how I want to say. I think Tony Storm's pulling the wool over the eyes here. I don't really think it's an amnesia act. I think it's or amnesia. I think it's an act of amnesia, and she knows what she wants. She knows what she's doing. She's just playing it off to us like, "Hey, I'm new."
I hope Derek is right. I really do. I'm not really a big fan of the amnesia angle. I think she's working it to the best of her ability, but it would be awesome if my guy Derek is correct in that this is an act and that she's really playing like she has amnesia just to get back and maybe make Mariah take down her defenses. That'd be pretty awesome.
What if it's her playing the role of Tony Storm? I'm a rookie in this new company, and I can see it now. And Timeless Tony Storm is really the one behind it, but she's playing the role. She's so
Didn't
good.
I tell you I'm the world's greatest actress?
See? Boom. Done.
Ooh, they need to sign us up to write for these people, man.
Tony Khan, holla at me. I got another one in the future that I would like to get your guys' thoughts on later on in this review. Yo, chill, E being sarcastic again, dropping the ball with Tony worse than Akira Okada. Stop it. I am still thinking Timeless Tony Storm is playing the part of Rocker Tony Storm. See? And that's Matt Lopez right there. So he knows. He knows. Moving on, let's get to It's My World. Double J. That's JEFFJARRETT. Taking on QT Marshall. QT still doing this whole I am the doom and not the boom. I don't know what we're doing. Listen.
My man QT showing off porcelains.
Yeah, for real. QT, we can move this over to Ring of Honor. I mean, I'm being so serious with this. It's fine. QT wants to wrestle. Let him wrestle on Ring of Honor. Right. I think he's a talented performer. But right here, Jeff Jarrett gets the win with the stroke. We move forward with the strut, and I'm keeping it moving through this. Sean, if you got anything to add,
just real quick, I don't know what the distaste with Jeff Jarrett is. I know that, I mean, he was a promoter. He things were to his own interest in a lot of ways when he was running TNA. But Vern Gagne, McMahon, everybody does that when they're the owner of the company. So I never had a problem with Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett is entertaining. I still say he's the greatest singer, dancer, entertainer in the world today, and I have no problem with Double J. So
hit it, boys.
Well, yeah.
Spending my day working hard on
that song was fire, bro. I don't know what y'all like. Yo, that song was fire.
Sean bought that CD back in the day, didn't he? I
did not buy the CD, but I did download it illegally.
Turn the lights down low.
Yo, that song was low-key fire, bro.
Someone definitely wrote them some heat. They were like, here you go. Have fun with that. No, this was fine though. I don't have an issue with Jeff Jarrett. I'm just like, what is Jeff Jarrett doing? What's the best way to utilize Jeff Jarrett in 2025? Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's in a tag team with Jay Lethal. I enjoyed when they were doing that. Jarrett as a singles, it's a little slower in there than it was. And listen, this ain't something who moves fast, but find something for Jeff to do and figure out what we're doing with him. This felt weird, like out of place, like out of nowhere.
I get it. He's getting older. I mean, that's what happens.
Right. Deanna said nostalgia act could be. QT with the Macho Man robe he got from Wish. Chill.
That's funny.
T Ferg, I appreciate you, man. I saw your Layla Gray comment and I fully agree. Moving into the final matchup here.
That lady is a problem.
Word. The Outrunners and Top Flight in an 8-man tag take on Leo Rush, Action Andretti, and Murder Machines. Listen, guys, we got to come up with a tag team name for Leo Rush and Action Andretti. I think the Moths would be great. It's playing off Leo Rush's thing, the man of the hour, the men of the hour. Boom, they go in. We're the Moths. They come out with those weird jackets looking like bugs with the glasses anyway. Go out there and do your thing. I actually enjoyed this match, though. I thought it was a lot of fun. It looks like they're trying to say, like, this is the new tag division. Okay, I'm trying to rock here with it a little bit, but Leo Rush gets the pin on Dante Martin. I don't know. They definitely stole the pin from Archer and Cage, and they didn't like that. So,
yeah,
little tag team tussle. This is one of the things they need to fix in 2025. You'll hear more on that on Clash this Monday, though. But, things that they could fix for sure. And that goes across all wrestling companies. Noah, NXT, Raw, SmackDown, wherever you want to be. AEW, Dynamite, Collision, the defunct Rampage, wherever you want to go. Fix them tag divisions.
Figure it out.
But I thought this was all right here. And then Private Party shows up afterwards. Private Party, man, we got to get them something to do that's meaningful here.
Yeah. Just them being backstage and promoting the parties and what so-called arguments that they're having. It's just kind of like,
right? Jesse, what's good? Don't come in here with that now.
What up, Jess?
All right. He said just kidding. All right. Delayed Grats, what's good, man? Appreciate y'all. I was on another channel trashing the pay-per-view and a bunch of fake cinema fans. What's good, Delayed Grats? We appreciate you. Yeah, man. So Jeff Jarrett says he's gonna make a career announcement on Dynamite. Sean, do you have any speculation as to what that could be?
He might retire. And I'm cool with it. Look, at the end of the day,
he ain't going out without a match, bro. He's a
right. It might be a retirement match. Exactly. So like I said, I think Jeff Jarrett's done good work all the way back from Mid-South, all the way back to USWA. I really do know my Jeff Jarrett history. So to me, it's like, oh, he was a USWA champion because his father was the promoter. Shut up. Like, if your son was in the company, wouldn't you make him champion too? So relax.
Jerry says otherwise.
Right.
Depends. Oh, here he goes. Will never retire.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff versus Jay Lethal, please. You could.
Did I? Woo!
Maybe he's gonna do the tour thing too, where he says, "If I don't win a championship by the end of this year, I'm done."
Well, you got to be careful with a tour when it comes to Jeff Jarrett, because even though I'm a fan of his and I respect him, I don't think a GOAT tour. I don't think he's quite worthy of that. I think people would get tired very quickly of a farewell tour for Jeff Jarrett. He's good, but he's not farewell tour worthy.
What I'm saying is they could put that stip and then just run with it when they need it. Like
I guess you're right. Right, it wouldn't hurt.
Jarrett match. I mean, like
no, you're right. It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt anything. You're right.
And he can still lose then too.
Yeah, of course.
Cray says this pay-per-view needs to end earlier. It's like a UFC pay-per-view. God dang, I'm pushing 40. Listen, we can't complain, man. Them people in the UK up right now. You know how late it is for them?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Well, if Jeff Jarrett is going to announce his retirement, I mean that good old-fashioned song.
He ain't coming out to that ever again. Them days are over. He'll announce it on Fight for the Fallen Wednesday, January 1st, Asheville, North Carolina. That is where they're going to have the first simulcast, the mother of all simulcasts as they're promoting it.
There's nothing else going on. Nothing else going on.
It'll be the last thing you watch on Wednesday. Yeah, so we've got the pay-per-view lined up now. We're into the main card. The main focus of this show, when you hear Worlds End, you got to think Continental Classic. How do we get there? Beautiful poster. I don't know who made this. If you want credit for it, please tell me who originally made this, because I saw this shared by several other people and nobody has the real credit on it.
That is super dope.
This is very well done, though, for the Blue League and Gold League people as well, if you haven't realized. And yes, this tournament took a lot of twists, turns, and we're going to get into exactly how the Continental Classic played its role and what happened here. Opening contest, semifinal match. Will Ospreay going up against Kyle Fletcher. Bro, I don't have a lot to say for these matches, bro. Will and Kyle came in here. Will became bloody. This was an excellent opener, man. Like, I really don't have a lot to complain about. Will gets the win with the Styles Clash. A tribute to AJ Styles, bro. Thing of beauty. I like that he won with a different move than what we're used to seeing him win with.
Yeah, it definitely changed the pace. Love to see these two wrestle together. It's always, do I want to say it? Cinema.
He hates that word.
Thesaurus. Thesaurus, people.
No, this was a great match. Like, these two will always put on a show. Entertain us. You can't ask for anything more.
And they're not done. Knotted up, 1-1. Sean, what'd you think of the match?
I mean, you couldn't paint it better with a paintbrush. That was an absolutely fantastic match. Two of the best in the world. Kyle Fletcher, every time he enters the ring, elevates himself a notch higher. I still will say Will Ospreay is the best in-ring performer in the world today, and tonight he proved it twice.
That is a fact. And then immediately following up from that, you had to roll right into the man who's been catching heat everywhere. It was Kazuchika Okada and Ricochet. Sean, give me your early thoughts of this matchup as a whole. You can get into it all together. I know ball disrespect needs to stop for sure. For sure. This is the disrespect I talk about on a weekly basis that happens to ball people. We got ball chants now. He can't control that. He can't control that. What do you want him to do? Go to Turkey? That's a lot of money.
I'm just waiting for somebody to talk about how he's not even the most entertaining person in his own household. You know, that's what I'm waiting, because somebody's gonna take a shot at that eventually.
Low blow.
I predicted that I predicted that Ricochet would win the whole thing. So I was incorrect. I thought that they would kind of roll with this new heat that he's gotten. But, I mean, the match was phenomenal. I mean, you can't go wrong with Okada and Ricochet from a belt-to-belt standpoint. I've always said AEW, my guy Derek Conrad, is the best product in the business today, bell to bell. And tonight was just another example of that. Ricochet is phenomenal in the ring. I still think, even though he's done this heel turn, he's still kind of weak. He's telling the crowds, I'm winning. Like, all right, just relax, dude. But Okada, it was just fantastic. I was wrong about Ricochet winning. I thought they would give him a little bit of rocket fuel with the whole heel thing, and I guess not yet.
No, it was not Ricochet's time, man. Number one of the best spots in the match, Okada slapping the Baldy. He hit them ropes. Just a clean smack off of that bad boy. Hopefully he didn't get his hair cut today, because that one looked a little harsh.
That did look harsh.
Like I said, it was great. He fell victim, man, to the Rainmaker. No one kicks out of the Rainmaker. Even the intern understands that over here. Once you hear the Rainmaker's coming, it's over. That's
just a short arm. If you use that logic, Jake Roberts should have been a 10-time WWE champion.
Jake should have got it over like Okada had that power.
It's a short arm clothesline, for God's sake. I say that to say I think Okada is a fantastic professional wrestler, and I think it's a shame. I'm going on record right here on EPW. I think it's a shame that a man of that ilk of talent has a finisher that's a short arm clothesline. I'm being very genuine when I say that.
It's a ripcord short arm clothesline.
All right, but you know what I'm trying to say. The man is a professor in the ring. He's a technician, and like his finisher is a short arm. I will never understand that.
Listen, it's all who throws it and how you do it. But I'll say this: best drop kick in the business, bro. It might be him, man. That drop kick was picture perfect tonight.
It's top 2 or top 3, but I think AJ Styles.
Well, AJ's out right now. That's what I was just about to say. With AJ being out, I might have to give it to him. Best drop kick. Orton's up there too, though. Orton's got a good drop kick.
You know who had the best damn drop kick in the business?
Bob Holly. Bob Holly had a good drop kick.
Bob Holly did have a pretty good drop kick.
Listen,
he didn't have much else, but he had a good drop kick.
Super random fact, bro. When I used to play like the N64 games, anytime I throw you into the ropes, press B, hit that drop kick, and you go down, I would press down on the little stick, and he would get up and do the "How do you like me now?"
There's only one time I really enjoyed Bob Holly, and that's when they were in Mobile, Alabama. The pay-per-view was Armageddon, and Howard Finkel did him justice. He said, coming down the aisle from Mobile, Alabama, and the crowd went nuts. I was like, all right, Bob Holly got his justice in his hometown.
Shout out to McKinney, who is listening to us on the ride home from the Uber, man. I hope you have fun tonight, man. Thank you for checking us out and rocking with us. AW pay-per-views go long, but they're worth your money. They're unlike other 5-match PLEs from Matt Lopez. Yes, rated FTR in the media scrum, and Dax just told folks to STFU about Copeland jumping off the cage nicely. That poster should be a shirt. Yeah. First, Jesse, here he comes. First of all, F tournaments, but I got to watch the semi-finals in one night. I'll allow it. They tell stories in them, man.
First off, F tournaments in the clique you claim. West side to be ride, gonna be quick with game.
You claim to be ball, but I.
Hey, there you go.
Right, here we go. Facts, though, his lady is super talented. I love it. Play Kurt Angle's WWE theme when Ricochet came, so the crowd chants, "You're bald, you're bald." Yo, chill. Okada is top tier. He makes drop kicks look like 360 splashes. For real. Steven Chambers, what's good, man? Appreciate you.
What up, Shane?
Let's so we figured out who has moved on. We got the finals. It's gonna be Okada, Will Ospreay. I told Derek, get ready, strap in, because if you don't watch a lot of New Japan, you're gonna be in for something different here when we get to that match. Let's now jump into that from that to a street fight with Mariah May and Thunder
Rosa.
Thank you for rolling the R. And this I thought was it was a lot of fun until you got to like the finish, and you were like, "Oh, that dirty heel, that dirty heel." I had fun with this one. You had Mariah spitting tequila on Thunder Rosa, a pinata filled with thumbtacks. Who wouldn't get mad at that?
Tequila sunrise.
Thunder Rosa used her dad's cane. Her dad never got that cane back, I don't think, either.
No,
when looking at this.
No, because Thunder Rosa never gave it back to him either.
Come on, someone think of Pops here, man. And oh wait, we didn't talk about what happened to Ricochet.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll go back to Ricochet here in 1 second, because
Yeah.
it was a sad day for Ricochet. Mariah May threw dirt into Thunder Rosa's eyes, pile drove her through a table
From the graveyard.
So that was some heavy dirt.
Yes.
down goes Thunder Rosa for the win. Sean, anything on that?
Not much on the match, because I think we all predicted Mariah May would win. But my question is Mariah May turning into the forever AEW Women's Champion? Like, her run is starting to become pretty lengthy.
No, I think we know where the run's going. I think it's notice where they build Tony Storm from in the pre-show. You guys did it. Pay attention. That's
all I'm saying is that I don't know how confident I am the way this thing is going, that when they do fight again, that Tony Storm's going to win.
We'll see. I think it's Grand Slam time. We'll just say is when I think it happens.
Grand Slam.
They're not really promoting that like a pay-per-view.
Grand Slam in a city that Grand Slams don't take place. Gotcha.
Why are they in a tennis stadium with only 4,000 people in it?
I'm just saying, you can't have a Grand Slam show at a place that doesn't really hold a Grand Slam. They screwed it up with Australia, darn it. I'm mad.
Listen, they had to.
Australia.
Oh, I botched too. I could have swore I uploaded this, but I probably didn't. Going back to Ricochet. After Ricochet lost, Swerve made a promise to him, Derek, and he said, "I'm going to embarrass you if you lose this match." And Swerve came out. I think, did he call him Twicochet? Twerkochet? Something? He says Tricochet. He said something disrespectful to him. Called this man Trevor. Called him his real government name. And they brought out toilet paper, bro. Toilet paper. Sean, paint the picture for the people of what happened to Ricochet here.
Ricochet standing in the ring. Obviously, we've seen the clips, with him and Hammerstein and things of that nature. And he pretty much embraced it. He was like, "Oh, you're throwing toilet paper at me. Y'all throw it back. No big deal. Doesn't bother me." But tonight, it bothered him. Ricochet standing in the middle of the ring. He looks like a lovesick puppy. He looks like he's about to cry as Swerve is just ripping him to shreds. He calls out Prince Nana because at first I was depressed because there was no Prince Nana. But Prince Nana had an assignment tonight. He comes out with a wheelbarrow full of toilet paper, hands it to the ringsiders, and the way that you would normally throw streamers, they threw the toilet paper, and it landed on Ricochet oh so perfectly, to the point where he's standing there with his head down, his lip poked out, and looking like he's the most embarrassed person in Orlando, Florida. It was epic.
I will say the way that the toilet paper landed around his neck, that was
phenomenal. That was the happiest accident ever.
That was great.
Matt Lopez calling this man 2-ply Scorpio. We need to stop this right now. We need to stop this. Sean couldn't have painted a better picture for you. Ricochet looks sad. I don't know where he goes from here. I think you either got to go with MVP or you got to find Stokely for this man. Yeah. Stokely understands ball hatred just like I do. And I get it. We have been tortured, verbally abused. It's time. Stokely will be able to hit, but see, I don't want him to be silly. I think I'm not gonna lie, he's got to beat Swerve bad.
Yeah.
Swerve's got to catch a mean beating for this, bro.
Yeah.
Like
that's what I'm scared of. I don't want to see Swerve get his butt kicked again, because the last time we saw Swerve get his butt kicked, he was gone for like a month when he lost to Hangman. Like I don't mind Ricochet beating him, but I don't think Ricochet should all of a sudden he's one of these and he's running them down in the parking lot.
I think that's what he needs, though. He's been acting goofy, but now he needs someone to be like, you need to go take what's yours. He took your dignity from you. Go end him now.
He just humiliated you, bro.
Right. You know how it goes, bro. This is stuff that like teenagers could feel way more than us. It happens at work with adults too, though. Like you get embarrassed at where you're like, man, you know what I would do to you if I saw you one-on-one, or when I catch you one-on-one, we're gonna have a conversation, bro. Don't ever do something like that. But this is wrestling, so guess what? You got to get beat up because that's what we wish sometimes probably could happen. So I love it. It was very done. Ricochet versus Charmin. We got to stop this.
Charmin on a pole match.
Listen, I
take the pen away from Russo.
Right.
Charmin on a pole.
I especially feel bad for the people who had to clean it up.
Derek always feels for them when the Young Bucks come out. Oh, I got to pick up all this money. Why? Why do they have to do this entrance every time?
Like, dude, they are back there cursing up a storm. Damn money.
Going into the Dynamite Diamond Ring match now. We just did the Mariah May Thunder Rosa for those who are like, they went out of order. We didn't. Dynamite Diamond Ring. We got MJF versus Adam Cole. Baby. MJF came out in his Better Than You Baby shirt that gear that he probably ordered and couldn't use. And he was like, I'm going to use it now because I paid for this and I need to write this off. And Adam Cole is out here. And this was a tough match, I thought. Sean knows. I feel like nobody cares about this at this point, and they kind of just want it to end. It's about the Dynamite Diamond Ring. MJF has never lost it. At this point, they should just retire it and let him have it. We don't care. Yeah. Let it just be part of his gimmick that he has the ring. I get it that it works for someone. No one else really needs that right now. No, it's not necessary. This goes back to what me and Sean were saying with the DDP thing. Like, you don't need 18 gimmicks. We get it. You're the guy with the ring. You got the ring. It's yours forever. You are forever in AEW's history. I don't think the match was bad, though. Like, I don't have really a bad thing to say about it. I just felt people weren't into it.
I don't think it was a bad match. I agree. I think people are over it now because we had it. I don't want to say it was a debacle because it wasn't a debacle. It was just bad situations created bad timing. And the way that things should have happened with them didn't happen with them. So now everybody's like, okay, well, this was underwhelming because we know exactly what it is. We know who's who and what's happening. Let's be done with this so we can move on from it.
They tried their darndest to make sense of it. Sean, what did you make of this match? I mean, we haven't gotten into what happened, but
I mean, it was a technically sound match. You got two of the best in the world at grappling in the ring, right? They try to make the story make sense. Like, MJF's the bad guy, Adam Cole's the good guy, but the fans were taking their sides, and it was more cheers for MJF than it was for Adam Cole. And the thing that I thought was the most embarrassing of the night, the Undisputed Kingdom reunion, there was virtually no crowd reaction. It was embarrassing. And we've always talked about this, guys. There are 3 different reactions you can have in pro wrestling: cheers, boos, or silence. When the Undisputed Era got back together, Undisputed Kingdom got back together, it was virtual silence. It was embarrassing.
I felt more boos when he. So basically, MJF gets the win. There was a lot of garbagery with. He fakes like he ran into the stairs. The refs booting them out. Then they tried to help Cole by interfering again, even though they're being booted out. Whatever. He takes the ring. MJF low blows him. Heat Seeker. He gets the pin. Afterwards, Kyle O'Reilly and Roddy make the save. They're out there. Basically, it's the Undisputed Era reunite. And he puts the ring on him. I heard boos, but then they did cheer a little bit when they hugged. Yeah. But then Bennett and Taven came in. It was like, oh, well, this is awkward. So what happens here? Like, to me, Bennett and Taven, they could be Ring of Honor guys unless you got something for them in the AEW tag division. And then these three could be a trio act if you want to do so. If we're still trying to do something with the trios titles, I don't know.
Kyle O'Reilly tried to start playing the air guitar again. It wasn't the same.
Yeah, he needs the gold to do it.
I told you that music was everything in WWE. The Undisputed Era music is one of the greatest music of all time.
I can promise you this: they won't get it today if they went there. So
yeah.
It ain't happening unless they paid for the rights for it. But yeah, they'd remix it or something. It's hard to be the victim when it's 5-on-1, dude. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's good point, Emily.
Adam Cole's AEW run hasn't been good. I would disagree with that. I think it was good until the injuries. Too many injuries started piling up on him. He got caught up.
The injuries are a part of the game, brother. Now you got to regroup.
Yeah, but he's trying.
He is trying. It's just not working. Like, you know how big of an Adam Cole fan I've been. I'm kind of like, ooh.
Yeah, but what does he do? Does he change his
whole go back to being a heel again?
Maybe. That might be the next move they have to try to do. Maybe he goes, I don't know. No one really wants to see Fish. No one wants to see Fish. I'm going to be honest with you. I always told Sean and Derek, and they can mark it down, Kyle O'Reilly and Roger Strong were a better tag team than him and Fish. Sorry. I said it. He said, bring back Cool Kyle. No, please don't. That's when they wanted fake Orange Cassidy for themselves, and that did not work either.
Well, we don't want Pizza Boy Kyle either. So.
Gotta chill, bro. Gotta chill here. This man is what we call bugging out. After that, man, we had Powerhouse Hobbs and Konosuke Takeshita. This was a fine ending. Go ahead, Sean.
Pretty disappointed with the result of this one. I was hoping Powerhouse Hobbs would have his moment. You know, this reminds me of a young man by the name of Jey Uso. And I will not go into Jey Uso on an AEW show. So you all know the reference. You all know why I'm saying that. You just don't know when Powerhouse Hobbs is going to have another bite at the apple. You know, and I just hope that he gets his chance. I feel like he's put the work in. And unfortunately, he came up short tonight. I'm hoping that's not something that's going to haunt him. I hope one day he does have a championship moment.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not thinking all hope's lost for Powerhouse Hobbs, but they could. Something's there, man. Something's most definitely there. I just think tonight couldn't be the night, and I'll explain why in a couple matches, I promise, as to why I wouldn't have done it tonight either. But I think he's going to be fine. The hard part with Hobbs is there's always like, oh, there's this guy too, there's that guy. There's so many people vying for that spot, and it's becoming tougher. And people are like, less championships, less opportunities as well. Then for people. So then I don't want to hear so-and-so never got to be champion because that's what happens. Go back to Sean's examples of the 80s. That's what happened to Jake the Snake, Ted DiBiase, Mr. Perfect, Roddy Piper. And Roddy, and some of them did get to be Intercontinental tag champs, but what I'm saying is there was no singles championship for some of them. Like, no, not happening. So that makes it tough. Takeshita ended up getting the win here. Hobbs did something I was baffled by. Why did he take the knee brace off? It was kind of like, you twist your ankle in basketball and never take the shoe off. He takes off the knee brace and then he became worse. Like, why did he do that?
Right. Weird.
Babyface syndrome stuff. Like I said.
Yeah, he made it seem like it was like a hindrance. But I'm like, that's kind of what saved you throughout the match, all the way through up until now.
Yeah. This was a good one. I get why Konosuke won. Yeah. He also has the match with Shingo coming up too. I was going to bring that up at the end. But yeah, most definitely. It was going to be difficult here. I want Hobbs with the Hurt Syndicate or with Swerve. You could do that as well. If they're not calling up EJ, I mean, why not? Am I right? Or what do you guys think? Is Hobbs better off as like he felt like Lex Luger tonight, if that makes any sense?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I get where you're going with that.
Yeah, I mean, is that how you book them? Like, do you keep them babyface? Because you can't keep flip flopping on people too. Like, it can't be.
I think Ferg has a good idea. I'd probably lean more towards Swerve. Swerve is going to eventually need some backup, right? Especially if Ricochet joins the Hurt Syndicate. I think having Hobbs maintain his face status and joining up with Swerve and being Swerve's heavy, I think that would work.
It's definitely interesting. Guys, I'm trying to scramble here because
Big Hobby cool.
you could do something with Hobbs. Like I said, I'm not writing him off just yet. Just give him some time. Where he fits in, I don't know, because I see a lot of the title pictures locked up for a little bit. Mark Briscoe challenged Daniel Garcia on the pre-show. Shelton Benjamin's gunning after Daniel Garcia. They look like they've got who they want in those title pictures. Where does Hobbs go from here? Tag division's wide open.
It is.
Good. I just don't know where you fit Hobbs into it, and we'll have to figure it out. Jumping back into the main card here, how is this match not in here? I'm very disappointed in whatever I did here. We're going to, up here in this corner, Mercedes Mone, Kris Statlander. Yo, whoever says Mercedes Mone in-ring ain't doing it, I'm going to disagree with you.
Yeah.
There's no way you're going to tell me that. She crushed again, bro.
She did. She definitely did.
It's the same old song and dance here. I had fun with this one. Minus that stupid 9 count spot. We got to stop doing this, guys.
They do that too much.
All of them do. Every company, bro.
Yeah.
Every company's a victim of this. I do not care about that 9 count spot.
Like you're like unconscious at 9 and then you wake up and jump in just before 10.
Yeah. Too much. It works once in a blue moon if you do it, not every time.
Yeah. Very, very, very far and few in between is where this needs to be.
I appreciate the pettiness of having Mercedes kick out of a package pile driver. I love it. Yeah, tough over here. Then we get Mercedes putting her boot in the ring. I like that when she ripped the. So everyone was like, "Oh, was that an accident? Was that an error?" No, they did that on purpose so that she could get her boot in there. She has to take her boot out. Listen, they watched a lot of Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, and Brock Lesnar matches between the three. I could tell in this match. There were F5s, boot stuck, ankle locks, rolled through the ankle locks. It worked very well in this. Mercedes she did a sit-out tombstone on the apron. Bugging. They were bugging. It was safe, but
gotta be careful, man. Yeah.
So she does that. Afterwards, that's where Statlander runs it at the count of 9. Mercedes hits this cradle, bro. I don't know how to describe it, but she got underneath the arms, and then it was like a crucifix-style pen, we'll say, but she hooked the leg, the bad leg, with the sock and held it down. I was like, oh, there's no way she could get out of that. And it was like perfect 1, 2, 3, and I loved it. I was like, wow, heels looking like geniuses out here. Right. Respect. And I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Mercedes is a top 10, probably top 5 talent in the female world division right now. Maybe even top 2 or 3. But if I ever see Kris Statlander in a high-profile match again, I am so sick of her. She is the definition of mid. I am so unimpressed by her. Oh, my God. Like, seeing her, first of all, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Derek, you let me know your thoughts on this. Her being the one to take the title off of Jade Cargill made me sick. I was absolutely disgusted. There were so many better options. I understand that Jade was leaving. Having it be Statlander was disgusting. Statlander has been having some phenomenal matches with Mercedes, but she doesn't have it as it relates to character. Her character is buns. Her character is boring. Her character makes me fall asleep. Her character makes me cheer for Mercedes Mone to never lose the title to her, because I do not want to see Kris Statlander with a title around her waist. She is a boring. I'm not a fan at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I see where you're coming from. I definitely see where you're coming from. I would say Statlander taking the title off of Jade Cargill is probably because you have, other than not even. you have the physical stature of Statlander to match Jade's physical stature. So I can see why you have those two go together. Would I have picked Statlander to take it? She probably would have been in my top 5 thoughts. But like I said, I understand why they did it. At that time, Statlander had what, she had a good run coming up to this point, but physically that and size, that's who you got that matches Jade's size.
Not even just that, but Statlander's a good base for people. They don't have a lot. What's hard to come by in this sport, which is why Nia Jax has a super top spot and everything. It's the monster in the women's division. You could build people up to be that, but most of the time they don't have the physical looks that they're looking for. Yeah. Kris Statlander looks like she will probably bench double Mercedes. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's extremely strong.
Right, and that's not what I'm saying. They have to build her up to be strong, and it works in this. What makes them work is Mercedes does the lucha stuff, she does the power stuff. It's a wonderful mix mash of styles. It's like I said, it's Brock and Eddie. Like, oh, this is gonna work. This is gonna be just great.
She makes me want to take a nap.
I like Statlander. I think she's in a good spot. I think they're just trying to see, can we trust her? We want to make sure she's not going to get hurt again. We don't want to give her too much and then she's hurt. I think they have a lot of faith in her. I thought she delivered here big time.
And I think that may be why you feel the way you feel, Sean, because she has been hurt a lot. And the times there where we were like, okay, now's the time, roadblock. Right. Come back. Now's the time, roadblock. So every time that we get to the point where it's like, okay, this is it, she got hurt, unfortunately. So I can see why you feel that way, because it's like, she should be a little bit more entertaining than she is, but then you're mentally gone off of her because she was gone.
Right. There's a disconnection.
And face and heel turns don't help, because if you were just feeling her as a heel, it's gone. Like, oh, we missed it.
All right. Out of nowhere, too. There was really no. I mean, what she did to Willow's almost like it never happened.
Right, and she kind of apologized to Willow. It was on Collision or Rampage, right? Like where she went up to her backstage. I was like, "What are we doing?"
Like hearing her talk and seeing her wrestle was like, I mean, to me, I call Kris Statlander the walking NyQuil.
Wow,
watching her is like taking a big drink of NyQuil.
No, I get it. I get it because
she's boring, bro. She's absolutely boring. Her character is buns.
I think she was. I think the last time that she came back, she was way more exciting.
Right, they put a little bit of machine behind her.
Yeah, and then somewhere down the line, I don't know when, but somewhere down the line, I think when she got involved with Stokely, not saying it's Stokely's fault because it's not, but there was like no direction as to where she was supposed to go. Mm-hmm. So it was like, all right.
Well, that's on creative and Tony.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. Like it's on them, and I think that's where a lot of people like Sean got to the point where like, all right, whatever.
It's like the Derek's right. Like the announcement of Statlander as a challenger was like, oh, like okay,
yeah.
And that's why I was like, Mercedes has to win because Statlander winning, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
See, I took it as a cool. I'm good with this because I felt like Mercedes really can't lose here. I could have seen them giving it to Statlander, but I said if Mercedes wins, you could still do this match one more time. Not right away again, but you could wait down the line and do this again. Like even if it's at Double or Nothing. I'm trying to think of another pay-per-view. What do we have now? Dynasty, right? That's another one. You could maybe wait till then in April. Like wait a couple months and then do it again.
Well, plus I think the in my opinion, I think the other issue is Statlander. When she's in a feud, you don't feel like she's in a feud. Like it's
very muddled storytelling.
Yeah, like it's a feud, but she's got her positivity, but she has anger behind it at the same time. A lot of veracity, but still kind of keeping kosher. with how she does things. It's like okay, like when she was stalking Mercedes, it was like, I don't believe you as a stalker. I don't believe you like that. I believe you're more like, I'm in your face, I'm going to talk to you, versus I'm going to stalk you.
It's hard to transition from that, though, from being the alien on the indies, and that's what she got brought in as, too. Like, you're a sci-fi character more. Give it time. We'll see. She's got to stick around, but I thought it was a tremendous match between them. I wouldn't mind if they ran it back. Stephen Chambers says he wonders if Willow could be the one to beat Mercedes. You could do that as well. There's a story there with that.
Perfect example. Who said that, Stephen?
Yeah.
Perfect example of what we're talking about. I'd rather see Willow in that position than Statlander, and Willow is not as athletically gifted in the ring as Statlander, in my opinion. I think Willow's a tremendous athlete. But I think that Statlander's moveset and overall strength outshines Willow. But Willow's character is heads and shoulders better than Statlander. Not even close.
And yes, you could do Athena versus Mercedes as well once the time is right.
Well, right now you have to also understand, gentlemen, and you guys know this already, they're making Mercedes into the belt collector. She's going to go to Wrestle Dynasty. She's going to bring back another belt. She's going to be strapped up with 3 by the time the first week of the new year is over. Have 3 belts. So it's going to take a heck of a person to take any belt off of her right now. She's about to become the British Commonwealth champion. Conrad, help me out if I'm saying that wrong.
That might be the name of the title. It's the Rev Pro British Women's Championship.
Yeah, she's going to become the British Women's Champion, and she's going to and she already has the Strong Championship, and she's the TBS champion. There's only one way to go from here, and I'm wondering when that's going to be. Is she going to be Storm from WCW, and she's going to take all 3 belts into a world title match against Mariah May? Time will tell.
Delayed Grat says Marina Shafir could be another person challenging. Julia Hart, I don't know if I go with Julia.
I don't know about that, yeah.
With 2 heels, I'm not feeling that. But Marina Shafir definitely would be fun. And Red Velvet, she could challenge Mone, but I don't know if I'd ever beat her, but she could challenge her for sure.
See, I think, I want to say this correctly. I think with the women, I love the women's division, but I think like the direction of the face and the heel is kind of in between. It's lost in limbo a little bit, because like the only true heel that I can really see right now is Mariah. She's like the only real true heel where it's like I embody the heel turn fully. You have some people.
You don't think Mercedes is a heel?
No, I'm saying like outside.
She's heelish. She's heelish.
She's heelish, but Mariah May is like I embody that. Right?
Mariah May, to Derek's point, Mariah May is vicious. Whatchamacallit? Mercedes Moné, people like her. Some people like her. Nobody likes Mariah May except
Nigel.
Yeah.
Nigel loves him some Mariah May.
Like I just think like I think that it's too much in limbo where you have a heel and a face, and it's like, okay, well I can be a face, but I'm gonna do somewhat of a heel thing.
Right. I know where you're going with this, Derek. You're right.
Right. Or I could be a heel, but I can do a little bit of a face thing just to help out a little bit.
I don't want to turn this into a long debate, but we could have a debate about what happens when you're too heel. So if you're too much of a face, they hate you for you're smiling too much. I'm sick of you. You're a goody two shoes. But then if you're too much of a heel nowadays, it turns.
Are you talking about me and Cody Rhodes?
It could be anybody. What I'm saying is, if you're too much of a face, they turn on you and they hate you. If you're too much of a heel, people are now like, "Oh, I don't like that."
Look,
and I'm like, "You're supposed to hate me."
Look, this is a lofty way. I'm going way high with this, right? Probably unfairly high. Is Stone Cold kissing babies and giving people high fives?
That's what makes it harder, though.
Okay.
He was so cool. How do you combat that? I want to do that. Well, you can't do that. Well, I'm dead in the water. What do you want me to do?
Rest in peace to Sid Vicious. Sid Vicious used to give people fist bumps.
Yeah, he was the bad guy.
But he was giving as the bad guy, he was giving people fist bumps. He was going in this. He was facing Shawn Michaels in Madison Square Garden as the heel, and was giving people fist bumps. You know why? Because as much as Shawn Michaels is the greatest wrestler of all time and my personal all-time favorite, all this stuff doesn't translate in New York. I don't want to see you dance. That pretty boy stuff doesn't work for me.
It translated in the Alamo. Sweet chin music.
Well,
have a good night, buddy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, will you be? Don't get me started. Be my friend. Like, don't get me started.
But I have other points to make on this, but I don't want to take up time.
Yeah, I don't want to.
This would be a whole segment if we go into it, because I have issues with. Don't be a heel like that. Do this. Like, what? You don't control this, and people try to do that sometimes. Let's go to the finals here. So we know Okada is qualified. Ospreay is qualified. My first note for this says wrestling. This is wrestling right here. Styles Clash is hit on Okada. Dude, this match was amazing. This is what New Japan used to put on for their pay-per-view matches. So I told Derek this is a taste of what used to happen. Amazing finish at the end. Okada ducks a hidden blade, catches Ospreay's wrist, bro. Wrist control. That was a key. They were like, yo, look at the wrist. They don't tell stories in New Japan. Wrong. They don't tell stories the way you like it told in New Japan. I get the stories. Wrist control. I said, Derek, pay close attention to why they zoomed in on that. It's going to come back to haunt. And he's holding on to the wrist. He's trying to set up for the Rainmaker. They're telling the whole thing. He went for that hidden blade, and oh boy, when he got caught in the air, he was like, nope, I got you. Turned him around, knocked him out of his boots, and there he goes, down he goes, and Okada wins his 5th tournament, becoming the, hold on, let me make sure I wrote this down correctly, the most winningest major tournament competitor in pro wrestling. Sorry, Chono. And that's what happened here tonight. Okada proved why he is that boy. Someone who came as a runner-up in his league wins the whole thing. I thought it was a well-done storyline.
No complaints.
I got none either. Okada deserves it. You know why I feel like Okada deserves it. One simple word.
What?
Out of respect for Sean, I won't say it.
That's what I like to hear. Okada Ospreay so freaking awesome. Yeah. I'm like I said, you guys were telling me to throw that on there. I'll probably throw that on, and then I'll have that all set up either today or by Monday at the latest for what's it called? For the EPW Awards at the end of the year. I'll have to watch Kyle Ospreay. You need to watch all the tournament matches, Jocelyn. I'm telling you, they were all good. That Styles Clash worked on your boy Kyle. Okada kicked out, right? Boost Mobile, what's good? Enjoy your show, gentlemen. We'll tune in the next one. Your discussions are quite interesting opinions. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
We love it, man. We love it. Going back into this, the match ends, and this is where I want to get into my quick little opinion piece before we get into the main event. Then we'll get everyone on out of here. Christopher Daniels comes out. He says, I can't give you the championship because I'm not an EVP. Out comes Curry, man. I'm kidding. I wish. Curry, man. Good AJ. No, Kenny Omega comes out. I can't believe Kenny Omega returned in AEW before New Japan. Remember all those people complaining? Shut up. I hate wrestling fans sometimes complaining about stuff that hasn't even happened yet. He's got time. So Kenny comes back and he hands him the championship. No words were spoken. Not a single word. Maybe this is like Triple H and The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Not a word had to be uttered because you knew.
Yo, you are just exuding sarcasm.
Absolutely. And no words had to be spoken for this because just like in that situation, you already know. And let me paint the picture. Derek has heard this. Sean, I want you to hear it. Here's my fantasy booking of the night. What if we get Kenny Omega to win the international championship from someone who he's had beef with that he hasn't beaten yet? Konosuke Takeshita. That's why he had to keep the title. Konosuke walks around with the championship. Kenny wins it. Doesn't have to be right away. Could be at Wrestle Dynasty. Let him get some good wins under his belt. And then, I want to challenge you for that championship, son. Here we go. One Wing Angel. Kenny's got the belt. It could even be a double or nothing. What is happening in July? All in.
The big stadium show.
They're not moving any tickets. You know what'll move tickets? If at least the fans are the same. Goosebumps right now. Kenny Omega, Okada, title unification match. The international. Oh my goodness, the goosebumps are. Am I lying, Derek?
No.
Am I lying?
Oh.
They're there. Unification match. The international championship, continental championship will merge and become one. Whatever you want to call it. The intercontinental title, maybe.
I wish they would do that.
Yo,
that would be a
put
slap
them together. Tony Khan, holla at your boys over here. You put them together. Tell me that match is not stadium worthy. The first time on U.S. soil. This is how I'm writing it. First time.
Oh, you're killing it right now, Conrad. I'm giving it to you.
Kazuchika Okada, 2 championships, unification match. There must be a winner. We must have one champion. This is how you do it. No interference, no BS, no frills. They got all the time in the world. Or you even say 60 minutes. You don't even have to put something on it. You can even have them go 60 and say, no, there will be a winner. Tony Khan can come out and say, like, there will be a winner right now. Ring that bell. And you could go into it. The match will be fire. I'm telling you.
I think what you just mapped out would be absolutely phenomenal. And I think if they called the Intercontinental Champion, that would make me so happy. Does WWE have a lock on that? They could call it the Intercontinental title if they wanted.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think WWE has a lock on that.
Yeah, they could call it the AEW Intercontinental title because
New
I'm not
Japan,
gonna lie, like international and continental, you put them together.
It's Intercontinental.
Yeah.
I have to say, that was a well-painted Bob Ross.
Good job, Conrad. I'm impressed, man. That was really good.
Thank you, E. By God, they're not even talking. Yo, shout out to my guy, Delayed Gratz. I appreciate you, man.
Deanna says, take her money, man. You did good with that storyline, bro.
Right? The image of Okada, Texas background. This is the only time in this world that needed to be used. Oh, come on with the cinema. No Okada at Wrestle Dynasty or Wrestle Kingdom. Is he banned from Japan? No, I think they're just trying to figure out how to move on without him. Because you're not going to be able to lean on that every time. Yeah, Kenny Okada sounds like a good match, but where's the story? The story can be told through the New Japan side. You could lead up to it with, I would be showing their old matches on Max.
Of course.
If Max is ready by then.
Unfinished business.
Here's Kenny's first try at Wrestle Kingdom. Guess what happened? Whammo! He lost because you ain't messing with Okada. What happened the second time? Oh, I can't do this. It's a draw. And then what happened the final time? Sorry, son. One Wing Angel, game over.
I'm not going to cap, though. That story tells itself.
It's beauty. It is beauty.
I'm not going to lie, though. It also is cinema. I know you don't like that word. What you just described, that's cinema. And that's good cinema.
We'll work on this, folks. We'll work on this. Stop doing that, dude.
I don't put my sunglasses on for that. That was actually, I don't put my, this is to show respect. That was fantastic. That was like, these are like my 3D glasses in the movie theater. That was fantastic.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah, man. Good job.
Main event time. AEW World
God.
Championship. John Moxley, Hangman Page, Orange Cassidy, Jay White. Don't have a lot of notes on this. Moxley got stomped out. Death Riders kept trying to interfere. Christian Cage and the Patriarchy were shown. Even Hook was shown during this. We had 2 ref bumps in this. Jay White finally caught Marina Shafir. I know Rob was happy. He was like, yes, finally. Finally, someone was like, yo.
Me too.
In this.
Yeah.
This is wrestling. I don't advocate men hitting women in real life, but in wrestling, Stone Cold Stunner to China, Switchblade to the girl tonight. I'm happy about it.
Listen, nobody worse than Randy Orton.
Oh yeah, RKO to Nia Jax. I love it. Oh, Conrad, would you stop it?
Folks, we here at Everything Pro Wrestling do not advocate any of this. Someone's got to be professional, darn it.
The Rock giving the rock bottom to Stephanie McMahon.
Countless times it happened during my childhood.
Yo, wait, hold on. Get East thing up there.
Which one?
Like, Absolutely. Gotta get that Bob Ross style going.
Them happy little trees, all right.
I love it.
Right? She deserved that Blade Runner. Jeez Louise.
She did. She's been skating by without getting touched for so long.
In the world of pro wrestling, all bets are off, man.
Yo, E said, just don't ask her to bake no biscuits. The hammer of justice is unisex. Jeez Louise.
In real life, no. But in wrestling, to handle. You want to step in the ring? Let's go.
Right.
Yeah, Sami Callihan did do that to Tessa. We do not want to even speak about her on here, though.
Yeah, so, we don't speak about her, but yeah.
Yeah, we're done with her. Jay White eventually gets caught. All the shenanigans catch up to him. And, after a running knee, Moxley hits his double arm DDT. He gets the dub. They did the sad Earl Hebner count. That one always breaks my heart when it's the slow 1. Kick out, please. 2. I'm like, please kick out. It just reminds me of Sid beating Sean in the garden. Like, please kick out.
96.
Sean.
Yep.
3. The slow count, your heart breaks into a million pieces, and people love to watch it happen.
Yep.
Afterwards, here come FTR, and I'm like, we're ending a pay-per-view with FTR. They actually looked revitalized though after taking a little bit of time away, like miss me a little bit. And then when the lights went out and the graphic popped up, rated FTR on this day, I see clearly. Derek's the only one who popped, and
I popped too.
Rob was not happy. Adam Copeland came out. They hit spears. They beat them up. It looks like we got a match made for Dynamite Fight for the Fallen. I love it. Cool, great. Rated FTR versus Death Riders. It works for me, and that's how we went off the air.
I predicted Edge would be back, but it didn't happen the way I wanted Edge for it to happen. I wanted Edge and MJF to join forces. I mean, Edge and Moxley to join forces.
Still time.
I wanted Edge to be the higher power.
Quills did mention. Did you notice that he came out the other tunnel that FTR did?
I did notice that, but obviously it played out in the wrong direction.
Is that a play towards later with Christian, or is
Maybe
that a play?
Maybe so.
Yeah, I don't know. Christian looked upset too when he saw him. He was like, "Always stealing my thunder. Tired of this dude always showing up." Mox versus Cope at Revolution. I could see that happening for sure. But overall, gentlemen, let's put a bow on this. It's late. We all want to get to bed. We got Clash on Monday, 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. Y'all better be there.
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk about our 2025 predictions, go over last year's, and we're going to talk a lot of wrestling news and have some fun, man. And then the week after that, me and Hubs going live for Netflix Raw. So we'll be up here. Derek, if Derek shows up, I'm putting Derek on camera too. You might have to listen with the earphone because we can't have all that going on. You know what I mean? Can't have any sound. But yeah, we'll be up here. We'll try to we'll do a live watch along with you guys and rock out. Should be fun. With that being said, by the way, Hubs, I got the graphic. Remind me to send that to you sometime this week. I worked on one. I'm like, I don't know if this is good enough. Let me see what he
does.
All
right, sounds good. Sounds good.
So, what do we say overall for this pay-per-view? I mean, we talked about it before, Derek. Sean, what do you think?
I'll give it a nice 7.5 out of 10.
I'm going B. I'll say B for letting.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm giving it a strong B-.
Okay.
I got a B.
B. It's all good, man. I love it.
They did better than last time.
What about 3-hour SmackDown?
Wow.
I was about to start singing the song.
I told you I don't have a problem with it, bro. Don't get me started on that either.
No.
Listen, we got 3 hours of SmackDown, hour and a half of.
After what I saw of SmackDown this week, I'm good. I am good on that. But yeah, I really, really thought that this was a good show. Like, I don't want people to think my B is disrespectful. My B is it was good. Yeah, there were parts that you could get down about, understandably, sure. But for the most part, I really enjoyed this show.
Yeah, this was good. Could have been better, yes, but why would we nitpick about things?
Yeah, like, oh, did you want Swerve on there? Sure. Did you want Garcia? I could see that. Briscoe, Shelton, where's the Hurt Syndicate? I think that
when you have a full roster, though, like, you can't get everybody.
Yeah. And that's fine. I was glad that we kind of pumped the brakes on the pre-show matches and everything, too, and you got some different people featured. I don't know if you agree with that, Sean, but that's where we're at.
It's all right. I mean, like I said, a B- was good because last time I gave it like a C-. Like last pay-per-view was awful.
Well, it's an improvement for you. For me, it's kind of a little drop, but still steady. Still steady. I like I said, you can't go wrong with the Continental Classic matches here. That's the real gems of this show.
Well, for me, I think it's good because of the Continental Classic matches. Those are what saved it.
I wouldn't even say saved it. I love Mercedes and Statlander. I thought that was good. The 4-way, I was kind of like, you shouldn't be like that for the main event where you're like, you know what I mean?
Well, the pay-per-view, when the main event was announced, I was like, nah.
Yeah, like you were just kind of like, for some of it. I get it. But I'm happy with it. I hope that we see some good things with the state of AEW going into 2025. Like I said, these new broadcasts are going to be happening. I might try to check it out on Max if that works. I don't know how you're going to watch in the future, Sean, if you're just still going to
I'll see if the quality's a little bit better on Max. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I hope it's good. They're going to have pay-per-views on there eventually. I think that's where we're going to have to watch Grand Slam, if that's my guess. Like, that could be their first, like, trial, free. Like,
Grand Slam in the wrong city? Yeah.
Yep. This guy. Burial. Just a burial.
You can't, Derek, you're a sports guy. You can't call Arthur Ashe Stadium, they got it right, because they hold the U.S. Open in Arthur Ashe Stadium. They got it wrong for Australia. Where they're going in Australia is not where they hold the Australian Open. So how is it Grand Slam? Call it something else.
Yeah. If you're not,
see, Derek understands.
Yeah, if you're not holding it there.
Well, Derek, guess what? The banners are already made. So guess
well, that's what I think the problem is. They were like, oh, well, we're calling it Grand Slam. We can't make any changes now.
Sean's like, forget all that money we spent on the ring aprons, burn them.
Well, don't call it Grand Slam, you freaking moron.
Well, they thought they could sell it out. Everyone said that was a bad idea, but I'm looking forward to it. Depending on when it is, we'll see if we're going to be able to set up a review. If not, me and Sean will review it on Clash like we usually do. So stay tuned in for that. 6:05, we got that coming up. Sean, you don't have anything coming up before Monday, right?
No.
Derek? I just had to ask out of respect. But for myself, I'm just saying, Derek never does anything after. Oh no, Derek did want to do the Christmas movie tier list. He said this way too late. Derek, you might have to save that for next year.
I did. You know what? Let's change that. We're gonna change that. We're gonna get a movie
love movie list for February.
Nah, bro. Nah.
See, get in touch with your softer side, Derek.
Nah, bro. I got 2 girls. I'm not doing that, bro. Let's do chat. I need everybody to comment. Everybody. Let's do from January 1st up until now, top tier movies of 2024.
I'm going to put Mufasa in there.
That's fine.
There we go.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go Bad Boys. I'm gonna go Bad Boys for life.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm really behind on movies. I haven't even seen the Deadpool Wolverine stuff.
Listen, if you guys want to do the top tier movies of 2024, please comment below. Let me know, and I will create a bracket.
All right, you heard him, right?
Nice.
You remember this. If you get let down, y'all blame Derek, not Conrad, not Sean. All right? Bad Boys is on Netflix. I have to check it out. If I always say that and I fall asleep. Dude, I watched Gremlins with my kid the other day, or the intern, excuse me. that music is great. Gizmo, what are you doing? My son's like, you can't get them wet, right? That's right. Listen, we're out of here. This is the World's End pay-per-view review. We'll be back next time. Catch me and Sean this Monday. Fabulous show. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to want to be there. You better have your predictions ready because we got our...
I'm going to email you my predictions tomorrow after church. By the way, I have church at 7 a.m., so...
Whenever. You could do it even after the show if you run behind. But
yeah,
we got this. We're going to have fun on that show tomorrow. Me and Derek will be live Wednesday for the first Mother of All simulcast on Dynamite. We are out. Thank you guys for listening to this review. We will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.